Hello there, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Welcome to your reading. This is Sun, Moon, Venus Divine Messages. Super excited to do this reading. This might be my last one for a little bit. I am going on vacation next week, but hopefully I'll get enough time to do next week's readings as well while I'm prepping, but just as a heads up, you guys. Every week, if you're new here, we do take a look at your timeless weekly reading. So we try to look at the next 7 days. Oftentimes, though, as it happens on my channel, we do get some pretty profound messages that are in divine timing. So I do like to say 7 days, but we see what happens, all right? First, we'll look at your material world. We are going to look at your love life after that. We kind of see what happens. We go with the flow, but a lot, like I said, it's a very spiritual path, and they're all intertwined, and so whatever comes out, comes out. First of all, happy full moon in Cancer today. My moon is in Cancer, and I actually love this time, even though I might end up crying. No big deal, right? During the reading, because that's what happens. But it is a very important time for you to feel your feelings and to not put a lot of judgment on them, I think is the best word to say. It's very, very good for you to kind of goal set as well, but really, really letting go of any kind of fear that you have towards your emotions or your intuition or your spirituality. All of those things are big full moon and Cancer vibes. The full moon, Cancer actually rules or is ruled by the moon, and so she's quite at home right now, and you might actually feel it. It's big to be very comfortable today. But again, this is timeless, so if you are finding this and it's not the full moon in Cancer, don't worry about it. It's still relevant. We are looking anyways. So this week we are using the Legacy of the Divine Tarot by Sierra Marchetti. And let's just jump into it, you guys. I have been shuffling. All of this is cleansed. By the way, this is a full moon candle, so use this candle to release anything that is no longer serving you, to sever any ties to people or situations that do not have your highest good at heart. And this one is actually more of an ancestor candle. So I hope that this if you want to connect to your ancestors and you've been having troubles, or you think that there's some, some vibe that needs to raise a little bit, I'm kind of getting this raised vibration feeling for a lot of you, or desire to raise your vibrations. Let's put that intention into this candle. But as you guys know, these candles are for my subscribers. I set the intentions for them when I create them. This one is actually a gift for me, and I'm using this the shell, which is important to not just my tribe, but my niece's tribe. But yes, so definitely, you guys, put those intentions in there. All you have to do is subscribe to receive your blessings, and let's get into it. Spirit, what do you want my beautiful Aries to know about the next 7 or so days in their material world? Oh, okay. Don't worry, I see it, you guys. I'm going to place it up there. All right. One more. I'm just going to place that one and put these to the bottom of the deck. Okay, so the bottom of the deck is the King of Swords, and I did kind of see the the Six of Pentacles, or coins in this deck poke out a little. I do want you guys to know that right now it does look like it's a little difficult in your material world, but with strength here, you're going to get through this very quickly. In fact, for some of you, I think that you're escaping a situation, maybe something that you don't feel like you could trust, Aries. This could have been something at work, but it just feels like maybe I'm getting some deception. Maybe someone offered you a job, but when they offered it, they said, oh, this is how much you start out at, and then when the offer came in, it was way lower. It could be something like that, but I do feel like for most of you, it's a toxic situation, but Spirit is giving you full control here. Spirit is telling me that you guys have absolutely everything it takes to see through the BS is what I'm hearing. Okay, so this may or may not resonate for everybody, you guys. If it's not resonating, don't worry. There are plenty of timeless readings for Aries. You can check your other placements, but we'll we'll clear this up, okay? Let's see what's going on here, Spirit. What's another deck for us to clear up this energy? All right, we're going to use the Enchanted Map Oracle. And this is a deck by Colette Baron Reed. What is strength here for my beautiful Aries spirit? What is strength here? Strength, by the way, is a card for Leo. It is a very fiery card. I also get Virgo vibes off of the strength card often, so that might be important to you guys. The Three of Swords is second decan. Libra, and the Seven of Swords is the last decan of Aquarius, which is a time coming up. That could be, so second decan Libra would be Uranus or Saturn, Aquarius, and then, I'm sorry, Libra. And then Seven of Swords would be the Mercury in Aquarius, if those are your placements or someone close to you. We could just be also talking about a failure to communicate here, because swords are about communication. The air element is about communication here. So I do feel like with the Three of Swords, it could be something that has caused you quite a bit of anxiety. But it's something that I think maybe was just miscommunicated to you. And I do see that you're going to see through it. I also feel like there's a lot of courage that is involved here. And for some of you, it's making the decision to walk away from a situation that isn't serving you when it comes to your material world. Spirit does want me to point out that this does have a lot to do with your spiritual path as well for some of you. So you may have felt like something that you really, really strongly believed in before is not on the up and up. And I think that some of you guys are getting this vibe that someone's trying to bamboozle you. You know, like there's a feeling of betrayal that I'm getting from this Three of Swords. So for some of you, it could be, you know, absolutely a belief system. It could be, you know, where you get your news from with the Three of Swords. Like it could be something like a friend that you trusted, and then you find out that they had ulterior motives. Okay. But whatever it is, it does seem to affect your home life and your material world. So let's try to clear this up. What is the strength card here for Spirit? Thank you, Ghostlands. And the bottom of the deck is Spark. So, you know, just as a reminder, yes, Ghostlands is kind of a tough card. It is, you know, talking about things that, again, with the Seven of Swords, things that you had. I just feel like there's a lot of doubts anyways, but now it's kind of coming to the realization that you were led astray, you guys. And I do think, okay, so this 17 also makes an 8 here, and then we have 3 and 7, then we have, I'm sorry, 34 is also a 7. So 7s are important here. 7 can be Neptunian ruled, and that does talk about delusions, and it talks about, you know, people leading other people astray, deception. When Neptune is well aspected, though, it does talk about being very psychic and getting messages from your dreams. So there could have been this part of you that was just like, this doesn't seem right, but you kind of went with it. Let me see here, you guys, with Ghostlands, I am getting that it's like, this is really a very specific message. It feels like there was a graveyard of information. So what I'm saying with that is that to me, it looks like all of this information was like repackaged and repurposed. So it looked like it was brand new. Okay. It looked like something that was very feasible. And people were pointing to, oh, well, the ancients did it this way, or like my ancestors. And then when you actually look down at the core of it, it's just repackaged and repurposed. Almost propaganda or nonsense. It's like there's an ulterior motive to people telling you this. I mean, for some of you, I'm getting very strong, like, spiritual beliefs here, like that you were led astray, and that it's kind of coming out that doesn't really hold a lot of weight. It's like there's like poking holes in this, is what I'm feeling. And there's just like this water is just like coming out. It's murky water though too. It's not like clean. Okay, I'm gonna keep going though here. What's this Three of Swords here, Spirit? What is a deck that would clear this up for us? All right, we are going to, I don't even remember the name of this deck. I think it's the Shaman's Dream deck. I don't have the book out, so I believe it's the Shaman's, it's also by Colette Baron Reed. Yes, Shaman's Dream Oracle. Okay, what is this Three of Swords? I keep hearing release, as like a mantra, release, release, release. What is the Three of Swords here for, my beautiful Aries spirit? The Wall, obstacles. Yeah. The bottom of the deck is a tidy house, clarity, and organization. So the good news is I do think that this is coming to light. I do think that this was kind of like a rock bottom kind of situation where it's just like, you can't believe that people would do this or say this. I think that there's a lot of, you know, betrayal feelings where it's like these were people that you may have trusted, or this was a belief system that you may have trusted. Maybe you were raised this way and you're just like, none of this makes sense, or this is actually horrible. For a lot of people, I'm getting the sense of justice here with the King of Swords. So it's like maybe you were part of a system that is actually, you know, pretty problematic for an entire group of people, or different groups of people, you know, like your belief system is like, oh, well, we're actually better than them or something like that. And it's like crashing down right now. And so like Spirit is like very strong about like, this aspect of justice, this aspect of evening it out, and then once you see the playing field as an even field, that everything becomes very crystal clear to you. Okay. What's another deck, Spirit? Okay, we're going to use the Work Your Light deck. This is by Rebecca Campbell. I just saw 1212. Thank you, Spirit. Soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So I think that a lot of you are walking away from something that you thought was, you know, very much a part of your spiritual journey. I think that some of you are getting some clarity about who people really are to you and who situations really are to you. I do think that somebody could have deceived you, you guys. And again, they may not have done it on purpose. They may actually be part of your soul family, and part of their purpose was to help you wake up. And so I do think, though, you guys have someone coming in, and maybe several someone's coming in that are really there to help you see things clearly. Okay, so look for, you know, I just had a reading recently, and it was very clear that there was like a loss of community. So depending on what you believe, or where you come from, or like maybe even culturally, that if your belief system is telling you to be very selfish, you know, that I believe in self-care, you know, like absolutely. I don't think that you can fill anybody's cup unless your cup is also full. But like, there's actually like, there's this increase of like entitlement into a lot of spirituality, which is very strange to me. I do believe in abundance, and I do believe that, you know, we can work towards that, but it does come from like this space of humility, and humbleness, and gratitude, you know, constantly, instead of, you know, this demand from the universe to give you anything that you haven't even really worked for. You know, I feel like that this is coming to a head right now in a lot of society, you know, not just, I'm in America, but not just American society, but everywhere. And so we are seeing like this almost a reckoning to understand that like when you are with a soul family, when you do have that sense of community, there isn't a place for toxicity. There isn't a place for entitlement and selfishness. Like the work that you do on yourself, the work that you do to heal is actually a thing that we're doing to better the entire community. And even if the world is the entire community, that's what we're doing. So I think by letting go of this it feels very toxic to me, you guys, by letting this go. For some of you, it's like literally having to sneak out of it. So if you're like a part of something that is, you know, by example, I was just hearing like maybe like Scientology, like maybe someone needs to like hear an example of something that's very toxic to people, but you would have to like kind of sneak out on your exit is the feeling that I'm getting. So, but it is a first step in the right direction and towards your soul family is the other thing that I am very, very clear on and very, very understanding of. Okay, so call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. I don't really like it when they use the word tribe because, you know, I am indigenous and we were not even allowed to like claim ourselves in the strength of our systems for a very long time. And so for people to use that, I'm just kind of frustrated. Anyways, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. So it does look like this person is like walking out of this darkness to something that is much lighter. Oh, and look, the sun just came out as I said that. So you are moving towards your purpose, you guys. I do think that it's a painful move. I'm not going to sugarcoat that, but it does look like you're strong enough to get through this and that this is part of your growth and healing. And I do have this feeling that you're going to be bringing some people with you. And what I'm hearing is maybe not right away, but you are going to make an impact, okay? By choosing to heal in this way. And by choosing, I'm just getting like all of this compassion and grace and empathy, which I don't know exactly what you were a part of before, but I just feel like maybe sometimes they poo-pooed that part. Like it's not, you're not strong if you act in grace and compassion and you're just like, that doesn't sound right, you know? And I think you're finally moving with that. Okay, so let's get one more message. This is very spiritual, but we are going to get a message about your material world for the next 7 days for my beautiful Aries, so we can move in to love life. Whoa, my goodness. Yep. It says you deserve better. And I think that you guys know that. I think that's why you are moving on. But Spirit is just, you know, kind of saying you deserve better. And I think that this could be the actions of other people towards you. Like you might be like, hey, you know, are trying to make me feel this kind of way. And I don't think that that's right. I think that I deserve better, you know? So I'm hoping that that is what you guys are picking up on. I think that you are moving towards that. And, you know, Spirit is giving you a lot of love. Okay. Oh, look, I said handle with grace. I did say that. Well, I said that, you know, if you do not have grace and compassion in your belief system or structure, if there is no sense of doing something for the greater good of the community and the greater good of your highest self, then, you know, it's kind of sus. It's a little sus out there. So let's move into love life. My beautiful Aries, if you are leaving me because you do not care, you don't want to get into your love life, that's totally fine. Please make sure that you comment down below if this resonated. If it didn't resonate, check out the other videos because I'm sure there is something out there for you. But make sure that you're subscribed so you can receive these blessings. All right, you guys. Love life the next 7 days for Aries. Full moon right now is definitely having an effect. So just be ready. Be ready. For most of you guys, I don't think that you would be here if you didn't have like some semblance of your own intuition already. But be prepared for that to be very heightened, at least today. I'm going to feel it a lot. We do have the sun moving into Aquarius soon as well. So there will be some relief, you guys. Venus is about to go stationary and then direct. And I don't remember what the day is, so I can't really tell you when. I think it is this week, but I can't remember which day. All right, for Aries, Spirit, beautiful Aries. What do they need to know about their love life the next 7 days? Almost, but I'm not going to. We'll see if she comes back up. Aries, next 7 days. Wow. All right, Ten of Pentacles. I said well because it's just kind of, they keep kind of flying out. I just needed some tea. The Queen of Swords. I did say that Aquarius is coming up, so that could be it. This could also be you guys, to be honest. It doesn't matter what your gender is or what you identify as. The Queen of Swords is just, she's just a boss. Like, she doesn't put up with anybody's shenanigans. She's very much like, I don't even know if she's been fooled in her life. You know, she's very much like, that's cute, and then dead to her. Like, nothing matters. She sees through people's BS for sure. All right, one more. Do I take both? No. Which one? How do you want me to receive? Okay. All right. So, bottom of the deck is the Sun. So that is beautiful, Leo energy, but also a lot of clarity coming up because the Queen of Swords is a very clear, concise communicator. She doesn't sugarcoat anything for sure. This could be your energy. You could actually be having someone come in, the Knight of Wands energy here. This could also be your energy though as well, you guys. With the Sun though, I'm just going to say that this looks really nice for the next 7 days. It looks like a pretty nice forecast, I'll say that. You could actually meet somebody. Some of you guys might be with the Knight of Wands. This is a card of travel. So somebody could, you know, ride in. They could fly in, something like that, you know, and you might be meeting someone while they're traveling, or you could be traveling as well. I do know one of my Aries is out there on the road. So it's a very passionate connection. I'll say that. The Knight of Wands is a very passionate change coming in. He is this harbinger of change, but it's good change. Usually when he shows up now, of course, with the Queen of Swords here, like, you might not be buying all of it. I'm going to say that, like, you might not buy what he has to sell because it feels very much like, almost what I'm getting is, I guess we can use Herculean task, but I was thinking of, you know, some of these ancient stories of, you know, having to prove your worth to the Queen of Swords here. So it would be very much, you know, someone who could be all talk and want some action, and the Queen of Swords energy here is like, yeah, I'm not buying it though, so no. But that's, you know, 100% up to you, you guys. It does look fun. I will put that out there. The Ten of Pentacles kind of tells me that this could be someone that you go out on a date with. Maybe they just talk about how much family is so important to them and they enjoy it, and you're kind of just like, okay. Now, another thing that I'm picking up for some of my Aries here is that you may have actually met someone, and I really feel like they have a lot of the feels for you, but maybe they feel like you are cold to them. Maybe they feel like you're not into them, and Spirit's going to give you an opportunity this week. If you know who this is, if there's someone who maybe has been a little flirtatious with you and you're just like, what is that? What are you doing? You know, they're flirting, Aries. And if you're into it, you might want to, you know, let them know. You might want to say something, okay? Because I do think that there's going to be an opportunity this week for you to really make a choice here, whether or not you are open to perhaps a new flirtation with someone who comes across as pretty fiery and fun, maybe a little bit younger, but like they're getting there. They're not a huge no, okay? So let's pull some more cards here for you guys to get clear on what is going on for the next 7 days for my beautiful Aries spirit. What is going on? Let's clarify this energy. Ten of Pentacles. What is going on with this Ten of Pentacles for Aries? Oh, manifesting a miracle. So your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Now, if the Ten of Pentacles, let me just describe it to you guys. This is like happy home life. This is you know, to me, the ultimate of fulfillment. You know, you have it all. You have love, you have family, you have delicious food, you have a solid, you know, system of wealth. You know, you have enough to keep your legacy going. Okay, so this is a really beautiful card to me when it comes to love, because to me, this is what everybody really is going for. Now, with manifesting miracles showing up here, this says to me that for some of you, this is what you want as well. And this is what you're manifesting. With the Queen of Swords, though, it's like, would you choose correctly? Spirit is saying to be very weary, okay? With the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Wands, I do think that you have an opportunity here, but Spirit is like, make sure that you are choosing what you really desire, okay? All right, Queen of Swords, please, Spirit. Thank you. Sexual union. Yeah, there is... I mean, first of all, swords are already an innuendo, okay? So this is possible, but Spirit is saying that it's possible. You can still have your cake if you would like, but if you also eat the cake, you need to know that you might not be getting, not that this delays it forever, but I have a feeling that for some of you, you might have a choice between someone who seems very fun, someone, you know, maybe they're exciting, you know, they're traveling, they have like this very young, vivacious spirit, but you might also have someone in mind who you picture yourself with, you know, and you picture establishing a family or some sort of very strong connection with them. And Spirit is like, you have that opportunity, let's be very clear. But this person might not be it. Let's see. They could be. But that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling it for most of you. Let's see. The Knight of Wands, Spirit. I'm going to put this back. Let's do that again. Knight of Wands, Spirit. What is the Knight of Wands here for? Freedom. Yeah, he does represent freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. This does feel like travel again for me. So you guys, I want you to know that some of you do have a choice to make. You might be choosing someone who, I'm going to say it, like, I feel like you have a choice between someone who kind of embodies like what you think you really, really want. And then you have somebody who I think actually provides you with a lot of freedom to be yourself. I'm hearing freedom of expression. The bottom of the deck says the past is behind you, release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. So this does feel very new and it feels very freeing. This could be something that you've never even imagined for yourself. I think that for some of you, now this is not going to resonate with everybody. I think for some of you, you might have a choice with someone who it feels like on paper that they are really a good match. And then you have someone who seems very exciting and you're like, oh, that person would never settle down, but I kind of feel like they might. Okay. Not for everybody. Just for a few, but let's keep going here, you guys, because we're getting a good vibe. This feels good regardless. You know, if not the next 7 days, I do think that some of you guys might be planning a trip for yourselves. And it feels like for some of my Aries, it feels like you're actually like, all right, what is it that I really want? What is it that I truly desire, to quote Lucifer, you know, from the show, not like I write anyways. But, you know, what is it that you truly desire? And I think that you get very clear about it this week, you guys. So if you've been thinking about like, how do I manifest exactly what I want? You know, how do I manifest everything that is here? You know, I want someone who's very clear thinking. They're a great communicator, but I want someone who's fun and is willing to travel. But I also want someone who, you know, is willing to work hard to establish a really healthy family life. And then you want to write down what's important to you. You want to write down your next steps to manifest that as well. Right now is a really good time, you guys, to release anything. So, you know, with this energy, if you do come, you know, the moon has already hit her full. And so she's now waning at this point. And this is a good time to like just, you know, anything that you feel like has been holding you back from manifesting this miracle, like whether or not it's like, you know, Aries, you look in the mirror and you're just like, oh, well, you know, I need to lose 25 pounds before I even start dating. That's not true. Okay. Like that's not, you guys are great right now. Just go for it. Okay. So I really feel like there might be something for some of you when it comes to manifesting that you need to get clear about. All right. If you come to this video and it is during a waxing moon, that's a great time to set like what you're trying to bring in. All right. So there's no real time issue here. Finances and career, manifesting miracles. I do think that for some of you, you're like, I'm not going to start dating until I have the following things in order, which is fine. You guys don't get me wrong, because I'm very, very similar. I do, you know, think that I would like to, you know, have certain things that I don't need to worry about, you know, when it comes to my own health, my own wellness, financial wellness, career wellness, all of that. Like, I think that that's very important for me, and I've always been like that. So I'm not knocking that. I am saying that you need to get clear. Okay. We need to write down exactly what it is. All right. That is part of your manifestation or your miracle of manifestation that you are trying to attract. Sexual union, you guys, and Queen of Swords. Forgiving and learning. With the sexual union, I'm getting very much that some of you guys might have an offer here on the table. Could be someone that you used to know, but I kind of also think that the reason why you are not open to a possible new beginning with someone else is because your walls are up. And I think that it's time for you to forgive, you know, something that happened in your past, and to really incorporate that and to, I mean, I think that oftentimes our walls are up for a reason, you know, because we require those boundaries in order to heal. But Spirit really wants you to take a look at what those boundaries are, and, you know, what are the circumstances that you believe in that would help you dissolve those boundaries for the right person. Wow. More, please, Spirit. The Knight of Wands. What is the Knight of Wands here for? Thank you. Worth waiting for. And freedom. All right, so I'm hearing give yourself the freedom. I think that you guys won. All right. I think that for those of you who are like, I do have choices, you know, and I'm not really sure which one, I think that the steady one is the right choice for you. Now, I want you guys to go with whatever feels right for you, okay? And I don't want you to be too much in your head about it. I really think that during this time, we are going to use the power of the moon, and we're going to sit in our intuition. The bottom of the deck says new love, which the Knight of Wands could very well be a new love. I don't know if it's another fire sign, another Aries, but I do feel like they're very passionate about what they believe in. They love to travel. Like, there's just a lot in them that I think they are worth waiting for. Okay, I think for some of you, I just heard there's a stodginess to another option. Is stodginess a word? Like stodgy old man is what I heard. So for some of my Aries, if you are interested in men, there could be one that is like, he kind of comes across as like very stodgy. I mean, I don't know, like he just feels rigid. Thank you. Rigid is the word that I'm getting. And I think that he maybe says like, I have all of this stuff together and I've got, you know, these things, and, you know, this is going to be what I do. Here's my 10-year plan, you know. And I think that with the Queen of Swords, I feel like maybe my Aries know that not everything there is really what they want. And I feel like her back is towards the stodginess, and she's really looking for someone who can embody everything, you know, can do it all, right? And that person is worth waiting for. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Camera. Reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, and make memories. I do think that for some of you, this could be someone, what I'm getting, oh my gosh. So this does feel like someone that maybe you have a past with, but I'm also getting someone that, you know, they're old school. Like I'm getting that they, you know, keep their photos in a photo book kind of thing. So this could just be for my Aries who is, you know, like, oh, I'm dating someone who's a little stodgy and old school. But I don't think that this is bad. I do think that you guys, this make memories. I think that this is giving me that energy of doing something new and making memories with someone new. Now, for some of you, I'm getting that there is someone that actually looks at your pictures. I'm sorry, this is just coming in. Sorry, like a news flash. But someone looks at your pictures, you guys, that somebody from your past, maybe you knew them when you worked with them a while ago. And so this is very possible that somebody's coming back in from there. Now, I do think that with the Queen of Swords, her back is to this person. So it's up to you, you guys, if they've, because forgiving and learning is here. So you may be forgiving someone from your past, okay? But it's up to you. Yeah, because it looks like with stabbed in the back, they may have caused quite a bit of pain. Spirit does want you to forgive. And I don't want, if this was like super toxic or harmful or even abusive, you know, that's not, you don't have to do that. This is one of those things where when that happens, I feel like it's more important to forgive yourself. But, you know, I don't think that, you know, that toxic positivity thing is not for me. I do think that there's a lot to be said to forgiving. But there's a lot more to be said about not forgetting and learning from it, okay? Yeah, I think this is why your guard's up, you guys. What is coming for me now is that some of you have your back up against, you know, like a cat does, you know, when, what is that? When their back's up and their hair stands up, like you're ready to fight. And it's very much because of being harmed in the past. It could be this person that we're talking about that is from your past, or it could be this person that I don't quite trust the stodginess, the person that's kind of rigid, to be fair. Maybe it's because I'm a fire sign. I just prefer, you know, that the honesty from fire signs, because we can't help it. Do I take this, Spirit? No. Okay, sorry. Sorry, you guys, I was talking and Spirit's like, all right, focus. Who is the Knight of Wands here for, Spirit? For my beautiful Aries. Love call. Yeah, this is the energy I'm getting for you guys, that you have somebody, and for some of you guys, they may be a little bit younger. I don't want to, because he still, you know, has like this air of knowledge to him. The bottom of the deck is karmic relationship, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. I think that I'm getting this, you know, now we have a knife and a sword here. It's time to cut loose somebody from the past, you guys, who maybe had promised you the world, but I feel like you can see through the BS a lot, and then you are actually opening yourself up to someone new. It feels very passionate. It feels alive to me. Now, I can't make your decisions for you, but I can say as a fire sign, I would choose passion. I would choose this honest, it just feels honest to me. I'm not getting the Playboy vibe that I kind of sometimes get with this Knight of Wands. I'm not getting that. I just feel like they're super passionate, and they might tell you right away. They might be like, damn, you know. But that's, I mean, to be fair, Aries, if you have very strong Aries placements, that's how you talk too. You know, I know because I have very strong sun placements. Sun is my dominant planet. And so when I find someone very attractive, it oftentimes is blurted out, and it is very embarrassing for me. But, you know, it works 10 out of 10. Now I would say it works 8 out of 10 times. Thank you, Spirit. Reset your expectations. Yeah, I do think that for some of you, your walls are up, and Spirit is like, hey, you know, that's for a really good reason. So let's look through that. Let's learn from why you feel this way, that you have to be cautious. You know, that's absolutely true. But let's also be very intuitive about moving forward as well. So if something really does feel wrong, I do think that there is someone that's trying to like inch their way back in, and it's like they're trying to do it with like the things that they have. You know, they're trying to like convince you based on what they have or what they say they can do for you. And I don't think I think that's why your shackles are up. That's totally what I was thinking of before, but I think that's why they're up. So love yourself wholly, then true love will flood in. This does have to do a little bit, remember I was talking about earlier, you know, like maybe there's something where you feel like you want to do something before you can actually have love. And I kind of feel like this Knight of Wands is going to come in and just like blow your mind, because they're going to be like, you thick as hell, girl. No, I'm kidding. But no, I hope not. I hope that's not how they talk. But, you know, if that's what you're into, or maybe you just needed an ego boost, but it becomes something much, much more, you guys. All right. One more message for my lovely Aries spirit. Thank you. Go and do the thing. This is very much, you know, for my people that were talking, you know, maybe you were planning to go travel. Spirit is saying, go and do it. If you guys, you know, if this, I'm sorry, but like, if there's like this young, fiery personality that's coming in, I think that Spirit's actually telling you to consider them. Okay. It's up to you, but consider them. You are not your trauma. You are not your past. This very much feels like everything that I was saying. You guys are releasing this right now. I think we are going to use a sword of truth that she holds to cut ties with anything that does not serve us anymore. That is what this candle is for, so don't forget to use it. Make sure that you ask your ancestors for any assistance that you feel like you need. Aries, this has been your reading, and I truly hope that it helped you and it serves some purpose for you. If it does, please make sure you comment down below. Make sure you give me a huge thumbs up. And then obviously subscribe so you can receive these beautiful blessings, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.